What is going on, folks? I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe. We are going to talk about disruptions. Now, I thought about just not doing disruptions because there are honestly two mission types that I just don't thoroughly enjoy. Not that I can't do them, I just don't enjoy them, okay? And there's a lot of setup involved to really make them easy, okay? But this one particular one, there is so many ways to approach this. If you're going for a casual approach to just go through, do the rotations as you need to, and not sitting there trying to level cap and do anything crazy, this is the video for you, okay? This is what's going to make it real easy. If you're trying to level cap, go watch somebody like Nightmare Frame, go watch somebody like Gaz, some of these other guys, man, they definitely know their shit with it when it comes to level cap. Me, not so much. I don't do level cap. So we're just going to go in stupid tanky. And yes, I know. You're going to see a weapon that I said sounds like depression. And at the time that I shot the video for the Incarnate Soma Prime, they had not yet fixed the Incarnate being functional with something specific. They don't have. The Hata Satya mod increases critical chance by 1.2 resets upon reloading or holstering. That means that you get a 1.2 critical chance increase while using the weapon until the Incarnate charge runs out. So this is the build for the Soma Prime Incarnate, okay? You can build, when it comes to level cap, you're definitely going to want to focus more towards factionally specific shit, okay? And you're going to want to shoot for, like demolisher specific shit, like radiation and corrosive and things like that, stuff that are really going to take that motherfucker down, primer weapons and things like that. But we're talking about casual, okay? Going through and doing just a singular rotation for, a steel path incursion, or, knocking out sorties, which is even easier. Or, you can run as far as like rotation C, or, this will take you pretty goddamn far, but this is the primary, okay? If you're carrying a key to go through to the next rotation, you're going to want a good secondary. Hence comes the Latum. Now, yes, I have Rivens for both, and this is a negative crit Riven. If you're going to put a Riven on the Latum and you put anything other than a negative crit on there, you are doing yourself a disservice with this weapon. But again, this works. Now, can you do something that fits more into the realm of Prime Fulmination? Sure, you absolutely can. 100% can. It's a 2 meter range, okay? Like, just for... goes to 2.88 meters.
The balance of power continues to shift,
which is really more worth it.
New invasions.
Just put it out there. And then a good melee, you can use whatever the hell you want to here. Okay, you can, no question. Now, obviously, as you see, I have 5 Tau Forge shards on here. This is not a necessity. This is just survivability. It's quite helpful. Specifically being, these are all armor. Okay, so Nej's armor is at 86.2 damage reduction. Yeah. Now, specifically, Arcane Avenger is whatever. You can use this as you want to, okay? Because you can still take health damage even with warding Halo up, okay? So this is helpful in my personal opinion for Archon missions and for doing disruptions, because you're going to take some damage, okay? There's no getting around it. You're going to take a little bit of damage. That's what Arcane Grace is here for. So your health damage that you take ain't gonna be no big deal. You want Roar on here. 270% plus ability strength is more than enough, believe me. It's more than enough. You don't need a ton of duration, because obviously Roar, it's running for 38.25 seconds, so 38.25 seconds. Controlled slide, that's up to you. If you like the slippy slides of Neja, you be my guest. You can just stick Power Drift up there instead if you like the slippy slides. Power Drift is really going to do the exact same thing, except it's going to be half of the fucking mod's function is completely useless, because Warframe makes Neja immune to knockdown anyway, which is, Power Drift is what? Percentage resistance. Yeah, 30% chance to resist knockdown plus 15% ability strength. It's going to give you the same thing. It's whatever. Okay, enemy radar, just so you can kind of see where the enemies are. Everything else is pretty simple. Now, this is a 2 Umbra build. Do you have to do that? No, you don't. Nezha will survive quite well without. But in the grand scheme of things, of doing a disruption, Roar is really fucking helpful because it boosts the bejesus, the absolute fuck ton bejesus out of your weapons. Okay, base damage increase of 81.3%. You can also boost your damage if you wanna. So yeah, I mean, like, at the point of hitting the steel path, the whole goal is to have good frames, good weapons, and sometimes you need to figure out what those good weapons are. There's plenty of primaries. You can use the Fenmore. Hell, I mean, you can use something that's not an Incarnate weapon. You can use a fucking Exorgist, for Christ's sake. The Corinth, you know, because you don't need to have a primary to take out the fucking, you know, the Demolishers. You know, funny enough, you can use the fucking Exceltra. You can use, you know, the Tenant Arcoplasmor is a very good option. Hell, the Tenant Tetra, the Tenant Flux Rifle. You name it. Kuva Kortak, actually a really good option. Kuva Heck, really good option. Kuva Chakur is a hell of a good option. Comb, really good option. I mean, you got lots of options here. I'm just using something that's going to kill them quick. Without really much thought, because that's the whole point of casual, is let's just not even think about this bullshit. Let's see, popular spot is Olympus. Specifically because Olympus gives you the goody goods, right? Olympus is one of the relic farm locations for Mesos, if I remember correctly. Meso and a few Neo once you get in the higher rotation, but it's primarily, it's Lith and Meso, sorry. So, a little bit of Zeneric. Go ahead and cast some Morning Halo here.
TheSallaD selling the latest in asset security. Conduits. Put the key in and you can pull
Okay,
the
I just
shinies
got
out.
stuck in a water puddle.
Trick
That was
is,
fun.
You've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conduit before you can pull the goods.
No, I'm not fucking trying to
You
spawn a
don't
lich.
get the goods.
I have a sneeze, Boone.
Ever. Also, the bleeders Allied Soul Detective will try to kill ya.
Now, one thing we are going to do, and again, this is the whole point, is casual solo play. Okay? Now, interceptions, when I get into that one, casual solo play, and this is going to get loud, just so you're aware, but it's because we're listening for the Demolist. The Demolisher.
This isn't your regular vault job. TheSallaD sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the Tenno. Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
Man. Okay, so we have a red key.
First key.
Damn, I didn't even show the operator. We'll get into the operator because the operator setup alone is something else. Basically, it's Magus Lockdown.
Don't let them near the conduit.
This is definitely something that you're going to want. Stop it. Oh, I don't know, cool. Oh, back this way. Now, before you get here, you want to hit Roar. You want to keep your distance, right? Cool story, right? Seems a little slow. The gun still sounds like depression.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing blows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
So now we'll use the item. Seems a little bit more offensive to their existence, doesn't it?
Demo units looking to depart. part
no,
this
health
core
drain.
and take you
What?
with it. Keep it clear of that
Crazy
conduit.
talk. That's why running, you know, primary or secondary deadhead is really good. Shoot him in the fucking face and you get a headshot bonus on top of the normal bonus. Excuse me. Oh. Thank you for that key. Now, in the case of a daily incursion, you only have to do 4 towers. Usually by the 4 towers when the acolytes are going to show up. So that's all we're going to do, just the 4th. I feel like changing weapons, just switch it up.
Take them again. Game?
Actually, very surprised an acolyte hasn't shown up. They usually show up by the 4th tower.
Right. They're
Right.
back, and they're well pissed off.
I'm not blowing it up for a reason. There we go. By Torment. Treating this just like a Steel Path incursion, okay? Nothing too insane, nothing too crazy. Just doing the mission. And soloing the mission. And especially since Gargoyle's Cry just hit, if you didn't farm Arcane Grace and Arcane Energize, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Seriously. I mean, Arcane Barriers kind of, because Arcane Aegis works very well as well for a duration to where Barriers just like, Fundaba, you have shields. Aegis is like, more like, here, I'm going to charge your shields for like 12 seconds on a percentage base. So it's, you know, Barriers like the one I could see some people not farming, but seriously, you know, it was there, it was available, it was cheap. Just had to run the shit out of the fucking, you know, the boss fight. But yeah, so like the only thing you have to do with your operator is not that. Oh, me and my chandeliers. This. Got a little duck. You have to farm Fortuna. God help you. Drops tether mines. You can tether up to 10 enemies within enemies in a 15-meter area for 4 seconds when it's maxed out. And it works as long as the Demolisher hasn't popped their little nullifier bubble. So basically you wait to see that red flash off the Demolisher and then void dash at them. And then just void dash away from them to make sure that you don't just pop back into your frame and then the fucker throws a fucking nullifier bubble and dispels your abilities. It's as simple as it gets, guys. I don't know what to tell you. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one, alright?